Hello, my wildlings, and welcome to Turnabout in Little Rodentia, the next game in the Zootopia Defense series. Now, in the last Zootopia Defense game, we were able to save poor Mr. Weaselton from an unjust fate. I mean, he's still a criminal, and he's still going to be doing stuff, I'm pretty sure. Stuff that he shouldn't be doing, because he's a naughty little boy. But at least he's not going away for a crime he didn't commit. Although hopefully if he does go away, it's for a crime he did commit and not one he didn't. I always hope that if someone is going away, it's for a crime they did commit and not one they didn't, because that's also a pretty bad thing to have happen. Anyway, we're in the next game. This is the only one that's out, the last one that's out at the moment. Although I believe they're working on the next. You better get to it or I'm going to catch up with you. No, it's fine. Oh, hello, Edgeworth. Are you in this? Well, I'm not surprised that you are, but, are you the main character this time? Oh, that'd be interesting. Turnabout a Little Rodentia. Where's the sound? Hello, sound? Oh, Christ! I had turned my headphones up all the way. Ow. Oh. Fire! Fire! Huh? Oh. Ow.
Damn it! I've got to get out of this place.
Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, you did this! It was you!
Huh? Oh, that's bad. Isn't that from the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover? I think. Ugh. Nick and Judy's apartment, July 20th, 11:30 a.m. It's only 11 days till my birthday on this. Yay! Well, I'm bored. You and me both. Well, not anymore, now that I'm playing this, but I have been bored earlier. Mostly at work. Work has been boring. And painful. Like, literally, I've been in pain. But, moving on. Perhaps I should go for a walk around the city. There's bound to be places around that I have yet to visit. Well, maybe I should take a few pictures, just to show Maya what she missed. Oh, she'd probably look at them and just think it. Have you been to a fairy con, Nick? Is that what you've been doing? No, this was real. Nick, this is the pony thing all over again. It's not, I swear. Okay, it kind of is, but not in the way you're thinking. Shut up, Maya. Thought we were friends. If we ever get home, that is. Speaking of a fae, there's been no more sightings of Mia the past few weeks. What is the chief up to? Good question. Uh-oh. Now what? Hello, Edgeworth. You alright? Right. How are things down there? Last night's blaze is under control. Little Rodentia is safe. What's left of it, anyway? Little Rodentia, the city district where most of Zootopia's smallest residents live. Mice, shrews, and some others. However, last night a blaze swept through the district with a vengeance. Firefighters battled it all night, and not everyone made it out alive. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's really not good. That bad, huh? I'm afraid so. The fire spread out from an establishment named Targoat. I'm sure that's probably a thing in the actual film. They probably made that pun in the film, but all the same. I love it and hate it. I just have to. And people think my puns are bad. Yeah, your puns are pretty terrible too. Your puns are far worse, Wright. Especially that always right joke of yours. Hey, how did you know what I was thinking? You wear your thoughts on your face, Wright. You're as subtle as an elephant in a china shop. Edgeworth, I'm pretty sure that's racist here. Yes. Isn't that racist here? Yes. Our world's elephants, right. Okay. Back on topic. The fire spread out and consumed everything around Targoat. The entire block was destroyed. Damn. Do they know what caused it yet? An electrical fire? A gas leak? Arson. Arson? Who? Oh, that's one of the reasons I'm here. Now, Officer Wild specifically requested us. Oh no. I'm afraid so. It appears we have another case on our hands. Oh, do they think our mysterious bunny is involved? Not at this time. We have been called for another reason. Another reason? And what reason might that be? They have arrested someone for the crime. Apparently, Targoat's on-duty security guard caught the suspect. And it wasn't a rodent, but rather someone who had no business being in Little Rodentia at all. A mammal from one of the other districts? Yes, a fennec fox to be exact. And a close friend of Officer Wild. What? I'm not doing the full what because my voice isn't quite at its best at the moment. Mr. Wild doesn't believe his friend could be responsible, so he wants us to investigate. And me to defend him. I hope this fox didn't do it, for both his and Nick's sake. One thing I do know is that we must head out to Little Rodentia at once. Agreed. Why do we always get dragged into these messes? Damn, this profession. Well, you put on the suit and badge, so you didn't have to. But I respect the fact that you did, to be fair. I mean, it's a duty, it's a job, and more importantly, it's a responsibility. And you take it seriously, and I appreciate that. Well, most of the time, you have a few puns and stupid things. You take it seriously enough to get the job done properly. That's the important part, I guess. Anyway, how have you been, Edgeworth? I can't ask you that, can I? No, okay, well, moving on. To Little Rodentia. Away! From the entrance, things seemed almost normal. Blocking out the horrors within. This place honestly reminds me of one of those little model villages you'd see in a museum back home. Oh, I love those things, they're so cool. Especially when they've got a little train going around as well. I love the little trains. They're so cool. I imagine the same thing would occur if I set one of those things alight too. Probably less deaths and... hello? Ugh. Nice polar bear? Kind polar bear? Hold for a moment. And who might you be? The boss wishes to speak with you. But boss? He's holding something in his paws. Oh, hello. I can't even imagine to do this voice.
The two outsiders, the lawyers. No, I cannot do the voice. I'm doing stereotypical Italian. It will have to do. No, it's gone to Russian. He is Russian now. That is the case. We meet at last.
Who are you? Mr. Big. You know this guy? Know of him, more like. He is the head of the Tundra Town Mafia. The Big Family. What? But he's so tiny. Don't say that out loud, Nick. Better not say that to his face. Yeah, exactly.
There is no need for introductions.
You are either brave or foolish to leave your territory, Big.
Mind your tone, prosecutor, or my friend Kozlov might take offense.
I do not scare easily, Mr. Big. You're not the first to give me such threats.
Good. I've been watching you two, and the previous cases you were involved in are of interest to me. I will be watching with great interest. If you can find the truth of this new case, then we shall speak again.
Why? What is it you want?
The threat looms over Zootopia, one that I have no interest in letting succeed. But we can talk more of that later. solve this case, and then we shall see.
I know the accent's completely wrong, but I tried, and it didn't work, and I just went with what happened, okay? I'm sorry. Oh, what was that about? Hey, Spike, you're finally here! Officer Wilde? He appears rather frantic. Nick, hold up! Oh, sorry guys, he's rather on edge right now. Well, my best friend has just been arrested for arson and the deaths the resulting blaze caused. Am I on edge? Yes, just a little. Your best friend? Yeah, for Nick. He was my partner back in the day. Look, I've known him for years, and he would not do this. Nick. I should ask some more questions. Yeah. Like, try not to step on these two over here, Nick. Actually, I should try to watch where I step as well. I imagine if I was in Zootopia, I'd be spending the whole time just looking down at my feet just to make sure I don't step on anyone. That must be kind of awkward. But then if I'm always looking down, I'm not going to see, like, if a rhino walks in my path and I'm going to just run into them. That's going to be awkward too. Why is life so awkward? Oh well. Not much I can do about that now. Oh, there's a lot to talk about. So, what happened? Last night's fire was reported to have begun at Targoat. Before long, an explosion ripped through part of the store. Oh dear. Much of the building and everything around it falling to the increased flames shortly thereafter. An explosion? We're not quite sure what caused it yet, but the fire obviously caught something with a bang. After the explosion, the fire swept through the area in no time. Firefighters fought it all night. Oh, sorry. Drop me mouse. And several civilians were injured by the flames. Others never made it out to their houses. Oh, that's horrible. No. Such a sweet place. Oh, thanks, Edgeworth. Like, I hadn't worked that much out. Didn't need you to spell it out for me. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, I can imagine it wasn't. So this for Nick was accused. I just had a thought. Mr. Big said something about, if I can find the truth of this case, he's going to talk to us later. Does that mean he knows the truth of this case already? Is he withholding information? Did he do this? Or one of his cohorts, so to speak? The plot thickens. Or maybe it's just me that's thick. I don't know. I have no idea what he was doing there. He shouldn't have been. That wasn't Nick's voice. Okay, just to backtrack a bit, because I think I might have lost a bit of audio somehow. I think my Audacity froze, and now it's working again, but it's not quite in sync. So, just to backtrack a bit, and I'm going to sync things up in a moment for myself. I was just... I don't know how much audio I've lost. It looks like about a minute? Okay. What was I saying a minute ago? Damn, I don't remember. Yeah, I think I was just saying that I would take it pretty hard too if my friend was accused of a crime they didn't commit. Because, I hope I haven't lost anything. We'll see. I'll fix it in post, probably. Right, anyway. So, I'm clicking for Nick. Okay, I said that just so I could double sync everything. Made the loud clicky noise. Anyway, so, who is this Finnick guy? Oh, he's been my pal, well, as long as I can really remember. He was my partner back in the old days before I joined the ZPD. He acts all tough, but don't let it fool you. He's a good guy at heart. I'll keep that in mind. What about you, Judy? What do you think of the guy?
Oh, I don't know him as well as Nick, but he's described him pretty well. I'm sceptical that he would commit arson on purpose. That isn't his style. He's more of a con you out of your life savings type than a burn your house down type.
Con?
Long story. Probably a movie's worth.
Haha! Nice. Nah, Finnick would be a secondary character for sure. Hey. No, I'd be the main character of a movie about us.
In an early draft, maybe.
I like it.
No, I think I'd be the protagonist.
If you say so, Carrots. Hey, I like it. Moving on. So, I keep glancing at my Audacity recording to see if it's not frozen again. I hope I haven't lost too much. Right, little Rodentia, tell me about it. So, this is where all the smallest mammals live, huh?
Oh, for the most part, yeah. It's dangerous for them to live among the larger mammals.
'Cause,
squish.
Ew. Very much ew. Would that be manslaughter? That'll probably be manslaughter. Well, rodent slaughter, I guess. Rodent slaughter. Ew. That actually sounds like a pretty cool rock band. We are Rodent Slaughter, and this is our new song. Anyway. I suppose it would also be hard for them to reach anything out here, since it's also comparatively high.
Oh yeah, they'd need step ladders to reach anything.
I think a ladder would be more suitable than a step ladder for that. Oh, here we go. Yes.
Oh, there's a difference?
Of course there is. One is flat, the other folds. And a ladder is also generally taller than a step ladder. Oh, just admit that they're the same thing, Wright. No, he's correct. Wright is correct. They are different. I know, I've had to work with them. Ugh. Been working with ladders all week. Don't want to do any more ladder work. Anyway, moving on. I like the reference to the old Phoenix Wright games. Oh, not you too.
Oh, why are you making such a big deal out of this?
Because they're two different things!
Phoenix, you really need to stop judging things based off narrow-minded cultural assumptions.
They're objects. They're literally got nothing to do with culture. Just saying. I mean, objects can have something to do with culture, I suppose, but not a ladder. A ladder is a tool. No, it's... Oh, it's really not worth arguing over. But if I ever have a kid, I'm teaching them the difference. One day, Nick. One day. But spoilers! Spoiler alert. Sorry. Mr. Big! So, remind me of your adventures with him. So, we met a guy just before you two arrived.
Oh, who was it?
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big? Are you sure it was him?
It was him. I've read extensively in this city and everything going on within it, including about the Mafia. There is no mistaking the boss of the big family.
If only because men of his type are in short supply. Nice. Terrible, but nice.
Oh, if he's interested in you, Mr. Wright, you'd better watch your back. Oh, what did he want?
Something about the previous two cases.
Yes, well, he isn't fond of people causing predator versus prey sentiment. He actually assisted us in the Night Howler case for that reason. That, and I have a bit of an in with the family.
An in? She saved his daughter from a donut. Donut. How do you save someone from a donut.
Oh, if that is the case, then you should have little to worry about. Oh, but I would still be careful.
I will. It's not my first encounter with the Mafia. I wonder if Mr. Big's daughter is anything like Viola. Oh, Christ. Viola. Oh, the memories. Oh, I hope not. You and me both, sister. Have we talked about everything we can? Yes, we have. I still want to present this carrot pen to them, just because... Sorry, Spike, ain't much I can do with that. Yeah, but listen to the recording. Are you sure Mr. Savage wants to help? So let's try something else, or move on to greener pastures. You're a omnivore. Do you eat grass? I mean, as an omnivore, I suppose in theory you could. But like humans can't eat grass, we can't digest it. I mean, we could eat it, but we can't digest it. Plus, what's the point? It's grass, it's gross. Then again, I'm sure there's somewhere that eats some sort of version of grass that isn't like the drug grass or weed, the wacky tobacco. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I've never done drugs. I think he's right though about moving on. There's nothing else we can talk about. Do I want to examine? Where can I move to? The detention centre. Well, I guess I'll go there. CPD Detention Centre, July 20th. Let's have a chat with old Finnick. Looks like Finnick's in for questioning. I'll have to come back later. Okay, let's not talk to Finnick. We'll do that later. There's no point going to his van, is there? Is there? Maybe. Pardon me. Finnick's van. Sweet. Looks awesome. Apparently, this is where the accused lives. In a van? He must have hit hard times. Or perhaps he simply enjoys living while constantly on the move. Hey, Clawhauser! Oh, what voice am I going to do for you? Because I can't do impressions. So, you're the newcomers. I've heard so much. What the flip is that? You're the newcomers. O.M. goodness. So, you're the newcomers I've heard so much about. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. What the hell is this voice? This is this world's version of Clawhauser. Apparently he sounds like this. Oh well. Thanks, I guess. This cheetah is far too happy. Clawhauser, stop bugging the lawyers and get back to work. Sorry, Chief. Oh, nice to meet you both. We'll talk later. What is this voice? God, the voices I'm doing are terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. He gets excited easily. I noticed. So, you're taking this case then? I'm not sure yet. I still need to judge the accused for myself. I, for one, intend to prosecute this case whether Wright defends or not. Fair enough. You've both done good work so far, catching Miss Ness and Mr. Jur. As you might suspect, that judge of yours found them guilty in their own trials. Edgeworth prosecuted them, so I figured. I only made the truth known, little more. Besides, they were already proven guilty. Those trials were just formalities more than anything. Their own defence attorneys never stood a chance. Between you two, you're going to put the rest of the defence attorneys out of business. The prosecutor's office too. You're clearly exaggerating. I hope. Yeah, if your defence and prosecutors are that bad... How good... You're not Bogo. Oh well, it's an easy mistake to make. But anyway, it's still going to be Bogo's voice. How goes the investigation, Chief? Oh, I should not have done that. I regret that immediately. Right now, Clawhauser and I are questioning a witness. A witness? Who? It's Mrs. Otterton. Hello.
Oh, good morning. Are you investigating too?
Yes, we are, Miss
Otterton, Miss Otterton.
What was it you saw, Miss Otterton?
Well, I was near Rodentia when the explosion occurred. And by 10 that night, it engulfed the area.
We could see the smoke from the apartment.
About half an hour before the flames really took off, I was at the entrance.
You were? What were you doing?
Taking pictures.
Pictures? Why?
It's just something I like to do as I go about my day. Old habits. My husband has his flowers, and I have my pictures.
All right. I take it you got some pictures of the fire.
The smoke. I didn't even enter Little Rodentia during the fire. But there is one picture from before the fire I got that might be of interest to you.
Oh?
At 9:30, I took some pictures around the entrance with my camera. And while I didn't know it at the time, I caught something quite interesting in one of them.
And what might that be?
I saw a fennec fox entering Little Rodentia and got him in a picture.
Camera added to court record. I'll have a closer look at that in a moment. That does seem to be our man. The timestamp reads 9:30 p.m. exactly. So he entered just before the fire began. That is a little suspicious. It would appear the evidence is mounting. We should keep looking, however. The truth is seldom so simple. Seems you're catching on, Edgeworth.
Was I of any help?
Yes, you were. Thank you, Mrs. Otterton.
You're welcome. Anything I can do, please just ask.
So, Edgeworth, is she going to be your first witness? Undecided. Though her testimony would appear unnecessary when her camera tells all. True, all she knows is that Fennec entered at 9:30. We'll just have to continue our investigation for now. We will indeed. And I suppose we have to. I'm going to have a quick look at this camera. It doesn't let me check it, so I can't see the actual picture, but it shows Fennec entering Little Rodentia around 9:30 p.m. Well, at 9:30 p.m. I suppose that's fair enough. I mean, you don't need the actual picture. You just need to know the info. Plus, putting together the whole picture is going to be a lot of effort. Anyway, so, fair enough. But we will continue the rest of this investigation in the next episode. It's certainly gotten interesting already. I think this is the first... No, I was going to say this is the first case in this that's had a death, or any deaths. But no, the first one did, because poor Mr. Jumbo was shot. Poor sod. I mean, he wasn't amazingly nice in the film, but all the same, didn't deserve that. You know, all these poor rodents burnt to death. Oh god, that's horrible. Damn, that's really horrible thought. Right. I'm sorry I've left it on such a grey, horrible note, but hopefully we'll find whoever did this in the next episode. Bye-bye.